Good morning, everyone. This is going to be a quick video. I know we have not done our monthly Q&As this month, and I usually do a monthly Q&A at the beginning of each month to go over the coding field, the billing field, and to get everybody that is new on the platform an insight as to what's going on in the industry and certifications and all that good stuff. I've been really busy this week. Month of February has been really busy for me. And so it is, so I'm just trying to come on and do a quick video before I get my Saturday started, a quick video on what's going on in the industry. There is something new that everybody needs to know about as it relates to the industry. Give me 1 second. My little dog is wandering around in my office. Give me 1 second. I apologize for that. My doggy wants to be a part of the live feed. But here's what's going on, okay? That you guys need to be aware of. The AHIMA certification test, the CCS has been revamped. I believe we used to be tested on like 7 different domains, but it has been revamped. And I pulled up the new outline, and I'm going to share it with you briefly. All right, you can pull this up on the AHIMA platform and go over to yourself. And if you want it emailed to you, but I think you guys should be able to do that. If you go to ahima.org and then do CCS, go to certification and do CCS, you should be able to pull up the new outline there. But I'm going to share with you briefly what they're saying, okay? It's on your screen. You can read it there. The objective of the CCS examinations to verify that candidates have met AHIMA's criteria for component mastery level inpatient and outpatient coding practice before awarding certification. So for those who asked a lot about, does a CCS cover both outpatient and inpatient? It does. And this is why many in the industry consider the CCS examination as a golden standard. That's why a lot of hospitals go for the CCS exam as a go-to certification when asking for credentials. Okay, not saying CPC is also not recognized; it's also recognized, but I'm saying a lot of hospitals utilize CCS as the standard bearer for the industry. So do your research for your market and find out exactly what it is that they're asking for before you take a certification exam. So if you're looking if you're brand new to the field, that's what I would do. Okay, that's what I would do. So check out your market, do your research, go get on Indeed, get on LinkedIn, and just do an analysis of what's going on in your market. In Texas, what are my employers asking for? In California, same thing. What are my employers asking for? What is my goal? Do I want to work in the office or do I want to work in a hospital? Okay, and if so, if it's a hospital, okay, so then what certification do I need to attain for my market before I go take a test? Okay, that's how you do your analysis. What you'll find out in this, a lot of folks come out of school and they pretty much expect to go jump right into a remote position. But then a lot of folks run into hiccups. So that's why I say do your analysis, try to figure out what is best for you. I'm not saying you can't get a remote position right off the fly, right out of school. It is possible. A lot of folks have done that. But you need to do your market research and analysis to find out what is the best practice for your area, to know exactly how you're going to jump those hurdles to get to where your final goal is. Okay, but again, this is what we're saying. The CCS does cover inpatient and outpatient. Okay, the number of questions on exam still remain the same. Is 97 questions. Okay, 79 is scored, and 18 is pretest. There's 8 medical scenarios, 6 are scored, and 2 are pretest. The test is still remain the same, 4 hours long. Okay, any breaks taken will count against exam time. Okay, so here's what you need to know. The first domain, coding knowledge and skills. Okay, they go over the coding knowledge and skills in the first domain. You still, determine the principal diagnosis, the primary diagnosis, apply relevant CPT HCPCS codes, modifiers to the outpatient procedures, sequence the diagnosis and procedures, apply present and admission guidelines, address coding edits, and so forth and so forth. Domain 2 is going over coding documentation, and you see it's word 10.1%. So review health record to assign diagnosis and procedure codes for an encounter. Review and address health record discrepancies. Domain 3, provide queries. Determine if a provided query is compliant and analyze current documentation to identify query opportunities. And domain 4, the last one, I believe, is regulatory compliance. Ensure integrity of health records, apply payer-specific guidelines. Okay? Recognize patients' safety indicators, ensure compliance with HIPAA guidelines, ensure adherence to HEMA standards and ethical coding, and apply the Uniform Hospital Discharge Data Set. Lastly, this is what you need to know. On the examinations, you have inpatient portion is about 33.3%. Outpatient portion is the same, 33.3%. Emergency department, same, 33.3%. So that's how the medical scenarios are fractioned off here for the examination. So for those who have taken the test prior, you notice they have gone down to 4 domains. It used to be like 7 domains. Now it's 4. Now, as far as the grading criteria, that has not been established yet, because what happens is April 30th is when we find the final cutoff for this year, for this calendar year. Okay, so all 2019 testers, you have until April 30th to take that test. What happens is when May 1st comes around, we go into a beta period. At that point in time, your test scoring is going to be held up for a while. So you're not going to know your scores for a long time, okay? It's going to be a while before you know those test scores. So be mindful of that. So you do not get caught in the beta period. Do not get caught in the beta period. Try to take your tests before by April 30th. Okay? Before or by April 30th, because this new change is effective May 1st. We do not know how they're going to grade it. I have not seen any information on that yet, but this is what I do know. The testing, the way they're testing has been revamped. It's no longer about 7 domains, I believe it was, or it is right now. It's now going to be 4 domains. I do not know if the grading is going to be harder. I do not know if it's going to be easier. There's no way for us to tell us. We do not know how the test, I mean, as far as the language of the medical scenarios, I can't tell you that because then I would have foresight to see the test. I do not know how that's going to be, set up. So it is best you take my advice. If you're planning on taking this examination, take it before April 30th because you do not want to get left out in the cold. Right now I'm running a study group on Mondays and Thursdays. Starts at 9 p.m. Eastern. I have 15 spots left. It's free. There's no charge. Look for the sign up form in the group and sign up right now because I'm going to close this pretty soon. So those who are looking, and I have a lot of insight as to the current version of the exam. I know exactly what to tell you to look for. Do not know what the other one is going to look like. So I don't have any foresight as to that is concerned. So make sure you jump on board and you study with us. We meet Mondays and Thursdays from 9 p.m. until around 10 p.m. Eastern time. The sessions are recorded, but I do require that everyone be a part of the live sessions because at least, sometimes I show up and there's only 10 people there and that kind of thing. And I have about, right now, roughly, prior to me reopening the study session sign-up page, I had about 50-something folks inside there. So, and we only had about 10 people showing up. So it is very imperative that you take advantage of that. You come with your questions. We study together. Each one teach one and reach one. And then everybody grows and everybody passes the examination, and we can all have those initials, those credentials next to our name as we go throughout our career. So I encourage you to try to take this examination prior to April 30th because it has been revamped. It may look easy on the paper, but we do not know what AHIMA has in store for us as far as the makeup of the examination, the questions and how they're going to be worded and formatted, what is exactly they're going to be testing you on. I can't tell you that, but I can tell you how it's made up. I can tell you it's going to be 4 domains. I can tell you that based on what they say here, is 33.3% is going to be inpatient. Outpatient is 33.3%. Emergency department, the same. Okay, that's what I can tell you. So I advise you to jump on and do what you have to do. Okay, so any questions? I don't see any comments, so I'm assuming that you guys don't have any questions on this subject area. But if you have any questions on any other subject area, now is the time to ask. I will try to answer as best as possible. But yeah, so some changes are coming down the pipe for the CCS. Go to AHIMA website. You can also call AHIMA up and ask them about it if you like. But this is being pulled right directly from AHIMA's website. Ask them as many questions as you would like to ask. But the changes are coming. The changes are coming, so be mindful of that. I don't know what. So general speaking, you have until the April 30th to get through this. Any questions? I don't see any. Did notice that some folks was asking changes are coming up. Some questions earlier today about the field in general, and as far as job situations are concerned, and trying to, hold a job or start a job. But it's very important that you do your research for your market. If you need help with that or directions, there's some videos that I've done prior, and or moderators have been posting links to various jobs that is happening throughout the United States that you can apply to. There is some websites that I believe we have posted. It should be in the document feed. Look for that as far as where you can apply to. And I've gone over that tremendously, a lot about where to go to. You have companies such as Tenet Healthcare, companies such as Conifer, companies such as Parallel, companies such as those are like the major ones. And then you have Community Health System, you have University Health System. There's a lot of big name hospital systems throughout the United States that you can apply to. Don't limit yourself. If you live in a rural area of the United States, parts of the United States where there's not a lot of hospitals, venture out. If you're willing to move, do that. If you can afford it, do it. There's a lot of companies that are, going out of pipe, recruiting from out of state, asking you to move to another state. I think there was a company that's doing ACC coding that was hiring for a lot of coders to move to Tennessee at one point. Those opportunities are out there. So don't shut the door on everything. I manage you to go ahead and look for those opportunities where they are, and that way you can take advantage of that. So those are my suggestions. So don't close the door on any good possibilities. Talk it out with your family, see if it's doable, and then make that leap if you have to. If that's what it's going to take to jumpstart your career, then do what you must. If you need further advice, I encourage you to get in touch with me. I'm available today, all day today. Just send me a DM. I have some downtime today, and you can send me a DM, and we can do a one-on-one Q&A. You can even call me a messenger if you so choose, and we can talk. We can talk then. But I do have some downtime today, so I can do some one-on-one if you so choose. All right. But this was a quick video to go over the CCS situation. That it has changed, it has been revamped, and I just need you guys to be aware of that. For those who are looking to take that examination, CPC, there's no changes that I'm aware of that is coming down the pipe for that is concerned. That it still remains the same. You still have to show up at a testing center. You still are timed, and it's not computerized. And I'm waiting for the day when that happens. CPC, they need to get up to par, get those tests computerized so folks can be able to get their scoring right away. That would be a good thing because there's a lot of testers for CPC. So CPC, AAPC, if you're listening, you probably need to look at getting with the time so testers can be able to get those scores right away. That would be a blessing for them. And the waiting game is ridiculous for some folks, and so yeah, a lot of anxieties for the folks. What else? I don't see any questions. Any other questions? But yeah, reach out to me if you need me. I'm available all day today. Just reach out to me, send me a message, Kevin X, Y, and Z, and then we'll talk. Okay. But other than that, or any of the other moderators too, as where that's concerned. But this was a quick video. I will get back to these regular videos as soon as possible. yeah, and then we can be widen up this platform as we move forward in trying to be good coding buddies. So hopefully this news of the CCS didn't catch you off guard, but it is happening and you guys need to know about it. Okay, so have yourself a blessed Saturday and we will talk soon. Again, remember the coding study group meets on Mondays and Thursdays, currently at 9 p.m. Eastern. If you would like to be a part of that, a sign up form is in the group. Sign up now, okay? And so you can be a part of that. 15 spots left as I last look, and it could be growing right now while I'm talking to you. So you don't want to be left out of that. We studying for the CCS. For those who are studying CCS, there are folks there that are doing the RHIT. We go over all materials. We go over materials for CPC, whatever. I mean, any examination pertinent to you, you have questions, we can go over it. Okay, and so therefore jump on board and be a part of those sessions so we can all share and learn from each other. Have yourself a blessed Saturday. Have a good day. Bye-bye.